Good afternoon, students. I am Munshi Rashidul Islam, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, JIS College of Engineering. Now, today is the lecture number 33, and the today's topic that can I discuss in today's class, that is the introduction to mechanical vibration. That means the chapter is vibration, mechanical vibration. So vibration, how can the vibration be generated? So first of all, vibration can be happen when some external force of any particle is applied. Some resonance can create, and that's why some vibration can happen. So just like the vibration, like elastic body are caused by the distribution forces which create a displacement of the body and its opposition to static equilibrium. Just like static equilibrium, that means a body are in equilibrium conditions with some position that can be changes by some external forces. On that situation, the vibration can happen. But such displacement creates elastic body and elastic force which is actually restored in the body in the original condition of the equilibrium. And it is basically the two types of the cases. One may be in static equilibrium cases, another is dynamic equilibrium cases. Now some historical background about the vibration. So historically, studies on vibration that can be started long year ago, that may be around 4000 BC. And number two cases, the musicians and the philosophers have thought about the rules and law of sound of production, used them in improving musical instrument and passes them on from generation of generation. Now next, music had become highly developed and was much appreciated by Chinese, Hindus, Japanese and Persians and Egyptians. These early people observed even a definite rule of connection with the art of music, although their knowledge did not reach the level of a science. And early applications, that means the Egyptian, to simple and multiple string instrument known as harps. Our present system of music is based on the ancient Greek civilization. The Greek philosopher and the mathematician Pythagoras, in the year about 582 to 507 BC, is considered to be the first person to investigate the musical sound on a scientific basis. That means the mathematical base. And most human activities involve vibration in one form and other. That means some here because of the vibrate or any other light wave cases under some vibration, under some vibratory mode. That means some technical information, some technical term that can be related to the vibration. And suppose some cases are there that just like period, frequency, cycle, everything can be directly or indirectly related to the vibration part, vibration chapter. That means any motion or any repeat of motion, that is basically after a interval of time, is called as a vibration or oscillation. The general terminology of vibration is used to oscillatory motion of mechanical and structural system. So we can discuss about my syllabus or my curriculum, that is basically not only based on the structural, it is basically based on the mechanical vibration. The vibration of a system involves the transfer of its potential energy to the kinetic energy, or the vice versa, kinetic energy to the potential energy. That may be happen during the vibration system, and it also a transformation of the energy conversion, that is potential to kinetic or kinetic to potential. Next, another point that can be observed, that this world having mass and elasticity is capable of vibration of any type of object. We are mainly interested to vibration in mechanical system, so that's why we first we have discussed, that is the mechanical system vibration that we are having discussed, because in vibration not only a module, it is basically a subject of master degree level, so or postgraduate level. That's why a vast area are incorporated to this subject. So we are just concentrate about the mechanical vibration. A lot of vibration system or vibration mode are there, but only we can consider the mechanical vibration. Now next, when the subjected to an oscillating load, this system undergoes a vibratory behavior. Next, the vibrations are vibration are an engineering concern in this application, because they may cause a catastrophic failure, that means complete collapse of the machine or structure because of excessive stresses and amplitude, resulting mainly for the resonance, or because of the material failure or material fatigue over a period of time. Now, vibration in mechanical system for preciously flight vehicles is disappeared by inherent damping of the material. And now the mechanical vibration system is the model of a combination of spring, mass and damper. Spring mass damper means spring is an element which is mainly absorb maximum vibration capacity. So that's why the spring, and obviously mass and damper are the combination of vibration of a mechanical system. And in some cases of either in automobile engineering cases, the body mass represented by concentrated mass, that means small m. Next, the stiffness of suspension system. The stiffness of suspension system is represented by the linear or non-linear spring. The shock absorber is represented by damper, that means C. In most of the cases, like in continuous system, it may not be possible clearly identify spring mass damper system. And now the vibration of flight vehicles and vibration of machine component also be dependent on vibration system. Now that is the degree of freedom. Degree of freedom, that means the period of vibration is the time that it takes a complete one cycle, that is measured in seconds. So some important points that can I discuss in this degree of freedom. Some technical term may be discussed. First one is period. Period means a vibration is periodic motion which repeats itself after a definite interval of time. That means this time interval is known as period of vibration and designated by small t. Now another point obviously you have to be mentioned. Number 2 is suppose cycle. So each repetition of motion is called as a cycle. Now another point is frequency. That means it is basically a number of cycle of motion completed in a unit time, and it is basically denoted by small f, and it is the reciprocal of period. That means if small f is the frequency, that means small f is equal to 1 by t. T means time period. Now the another basic point that is discuss is the degree of freedom. So period of vibration is actually the time, and that can takes to complete one cycle, and it is measured in second. And frequency obviously the number of cycle per seconds, and it is measured in hertz. That means 1 hertz per cycle per second, 1 cycle per hertz, 1 cycle per second, and it could be measured in the radians per second. So period of vibration t, and the frequency of vibration 1 f is equal to 1 by t hertz, or omega is equal to 2 pi by t rad per second. So t is equal to 2 pi by omega, that is equal to 1 by t. That is actually the mathematical conversion of time period and natural frequency, the time period, frequency, and the period of vibration. Types of vibratory motion. The oscillating motion may repeat itself regularly, as in the case of the simple pendulum, just like a pendulum, and it may display considerably irregularly, as in case of the ground motion during the earthquake. If the motion is repeated after the equal interval of time, it called periodic motion. Periodic motion means when the repeated or equal interval of time repeated motion can happen. Repeated motion can strike on a particular object. On that situation, a periodic motion can be obtained, and on that situation we can call that the simplest type of periodic motion is a harmonic motion. And in case of harmonic motion, it is described in the sine or cosine function. That means xt is equal to a sine omega t, where a is the amplitude while omega is the frequency. So xt is equal to omega a cos omega t, or minus, if it can double integrated, that double integration, that means xt is equal to minus omega square a sin omega t, or minus omega square xt. That means the time variant. And this is another type of vibratory motion, and the diagram is actually the amplitude period diagram, number of cycle versus period, that means time versus amplitude diagram, and plot of xt is equal to 2 sine 2 pi t. Another type of harmonic motion diagram, and with the same period or a amplitude would have different for phase angle. So to here the plot of two harmonic function, that means 2 sine 2 pi t and 2 sine 2 pi t plus pi by 2. That means the two colored graph are plotted here. One is pink color, another is red color. So two color actually the differentiate to understood the differentiation between the two phase function of the harmonic motion when the motions are in a period, simple or same periodic or amplitude motion. Next, types of vibratory motion. Another type of motion can be written in the exponential function. That means sin omega t is equal to omega t e omega t minus e to the power minus omega t by 2i. So that is the exponential function of simple harmonic motion, and as a form of the simple harmonic motion with exponential, we can get xt is equal to a into ei omega t. Alternative form of harmonic motion that also be created in terms of the y and x with another form of cosine and sine wave angle. Types of vibratory motion, and that is actually a repeating pattern diagram of vibratory motion. If we apply a repeating load with same amplitude, we can get a diagram with same amplitude and time period. But if we are applying a mass external load on a particular area, we can get when the load are not repeating, load apply on a certain particular range. So for that cases, the amplitude may be decreases from starting to end, or distance that the resonance can decreases with respect to the time. A degree of freedom, that is actually a diagram with time variant, and k is the stiffness of the spring, and another body mass also be acted on that. So that is actually the 1 degree of freedom figure. Another point, that is the same figure with two mass m1 and m2 are attached with some certain angle, attached with some roller, and two spring are attached here, k1 and k2. So two springs are in series cases, so that's why we can calculate the equivalent degree of freedom. That means 2 degree of freedom can happen in these cases. And next is another degree of freedom cases, means the degree of freedom different for different cases figure. So first of all, the body may be equilibrium cases, and we can calculate first the spring stiffness, either in spring or in series or parallel. So that is the main case. If the series springs are series cases, so that's why equivalent spring stiffness, that may be 1 by k is equal to 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2 plus 1 by k3 plus 1 by k4. But in these cases, the springs are series cases. But suppose the series are in parallel, so that's why on that cases spring stiffness may be on that cases spring stiffness k is equal to the summation of all cases. That means k is equal to k1 plus k2 plus k3 plus k4. That is the another figure where the infinite number of degree of freedom system. That means each and every point the distance may be changed with respect to the deflection, because that is a cantilever beam. So deflection may change. That means the total spring distance also will change with respect to some time variant. So that is actually the case of degree of freedom with infinite cases. So let now so today's class we have learned that what is the actual background of the vibration, how it can form, what are the actual history of vibration type, vibration mode, different technical term related to vibration, and degree of freedom. First, single degree, dual degree, infinite degree freedom can be generated in the different form. So next class we can discuss the different classifications of vibration can describe in the next class. Thank you.